This is the LA Lady by Source Audio. I have literally never played this pedal before. This is a first time for me. I have heard this pedal in small demo clips, but I've never played it for myself. So let's find out together, is this pedal worth the hype or is this pedal just a flop? Let's plug it in and crank it up all the way. Here we go. Here's the pedal here. I am going to leave it on the classic mode because it looks like there are 3 distortion types: classic, crunch, and smooth. Down here we have a bass response and a treble response. The toggle switch here, green light. This is the overall level and this is the gain level. The pedal also has an input 1 and 2 and an output 1 and 2, which is pretty dope, I gotta say. There's a USB port up top, so I'm guessing you can plug it in for updates and or connect to your computer for recording purposes, as well as a 9-volt power supply here. What I'm gonna do here is I'm going to play like a rhythm part using this classic drive, and then I'm gonna put a lead over it and see how it sounds. Honestly, that rhythm sound that I just laid down is pretty good. That overdrive sound is pretty kick-ass, to be honest with you. Nice and gritty. I am actually pleasantly surprised, but I know that Source Audio makes really good stuff, so as a first reaction, that's pretty awesome there. By the way, I'm just running into my car at Raleigh, and I have it on a clean setting. If I turn the pedal off, this is what it sounds like. So now we have determined that the regular classic overdrive mode or distortion mode in this sounds pretty kick-ass. Let's kick it over to the crunch mode and see what this does. I keep thinking that this is an LED. It might be an LED, but yeah. I'm just gonna put a lead over what I just did, see how it sounds. That was cool. That's a cool sound right there for sure. A bit aggressive, maybe a little bit smoother than the classic in my opinion. Let me play it kind of by itself. It's got a great low end in my opinion. Sounds really nice, and I think that it would probably shine through really good with the higher notes here. If I can actually play the freaking guitar today. Woke up this morning and I'm like, can barely play. You ever have those days? If you ever have those days, let me know in the comments, because that's how I feel today. Okay, so we've done the classic, we've done the crunch. Let's do the smooth. I'll do the same thing. I'll rip some whittlies over it, and then after that, we're gonna crank this drive all the way up and see what that drive can do. What it do, baby. Okay, this time I'll try to do some more of the stuff up here in this region. Yeah, it's definitely a little bit smoother, I suppose. Also, I gotta keep in mind there's no reverb or delay or anything on my amp. I actually really like that tone. It is smoother. So that's the smooth setting. Let's go back to that middle crunch. Okay, when I hear them like that, it's like, holy shit. And then let's go to the clean setting, or I'm sorry, the classic setting. Now I can really hear the difference. So if you're a harder rocker, the middle setting, that crunch, is like, oh my God, Good Lord. Like a beefsteak. And of course the smooth. Now that I hear it in context one after the other with no backing track or anything, I really like that smooth setting. It's a bit more bandpassed, right? You have less high end and you have less low range response. Let's go ahead and crank that drive up all the way. We'll do it actually here on the smooth setting. All right, I dig that. Let's hear how it sounds with the crunch. Now this is probably gonna be like rip your head off. I thought it might have been clipping. It doesn't say it's clipping, but it feels like it might be clipping. Man, I really like that for certain things. Literally crank it to 10 here. That's pretty freaking sweet. That's pretty freaking sweet. All right, and going to the classic mode. Good Lord, I hear the noise floor come up immediately. I don't know if you'll be able to hear that because I am using an SM7B, but I am running it through a preamp, so you might be able to hear that noise floor. If not, trust me, there's a noise floor. Way more mid-rangey and high-end boosted. Yeah, that's pretty freaking sweet too. Quickly, let's just see what it sounds like. Back in the middle, I'm just going to turn the treble up so we can see how bright this gets. And let me bring that back then. One of the good pros about this pedal to me is that the controls are super responsive seemingly. Like if I move something, you hear a big drastic change. I hate in a pedal if you move a potentiometer and you don't really hear too much of a difference, or it feels like you have to crank it all the way up to hear a difference. But this, there is just slight changes. Like if I take the treble back now all the way. Nice and dark, right? Turn it all the way down, turn that bass all the way up. Really just a great sounding pedal overall. Let's boost that bass all the way, but cut the treble like to about halfway. Honestly, this pedal is super dope. This is a fantastic pedal, a really diverse overdrive. This thing kicks ass, to be honest with you, and I would highly recommend it. And I'm not honestly all that surprised because everything that Source Audio puts out is absolutely fantastic. They make a really great product overall. Their delays, their reverbs, everything from their colliders to everything they put out. But I've never actually tried their overdrives, and I gotta say, it's pretty cool. So just to recap, I think that my favorite sound out of this is the crunch and with the drive boosted up a little bit. It's just punchy as hell, like rip your head off gain. I think that sounds really good. One more time for the camera. Let's see what it's doing here. Yeah, Great sound overall, punchy in your face, but you can get a tamer sound out of this with the smooth section if you wanted to, or the classic overdrive sound, which is still pretty beefy, to be honest with you. I think that this pedal would get you through most situations, certainly any studio situation, and I think most live situations. You might not use it if you're going for like a really clean sound, but then really, why would you be looking at an overdrive anyway? Come on, I mean, that's kind of like common sense, right? The construction on this pedal is fantastic. They're modern sounding, they're modern looking. The LA Lady Overdrive by Source Audio is definitely a plus. I would use it. I would use this pedal for sure. But I'm interested to hear your guys' thoughts on this pedal. Would you use this pedal in a studio or a live position? Let me know in the comments. Be sure to like and subscribe if you like guitar content, especially pedal content and lesson content, because I also do some of that kind of stuff. And if you want, you can support my channel by jumping over onto my Patreon. I have guitar lessons, guitar tabs, and I put stuff out there constantly for you guys to help you guys out and to start to build a guitar community. Let me know what you think in the comments. Be sure to like and subscribe again. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Cliffhanger, and this is Riff with Cliff. I'll see you guys the next time that I see ya. Man, I was holding that in like the whole time there, but it was genuine.